Imagine waking up every day knowing that your job is to knock on doors, sell fax machines, and face rejection after rejection. The sun beats down on you, customers slam doors in your face, and every no feels like a punch to the gut. But you keep going, because deep inside, you believe that something bigger is waiting for you. This was the reality for Sarah Blakely, an ordinary woman with extraordinary determination. She turned a simple frustration, cutting the legs off her pantyhose, into a billion-dollar brand that changed the fashion industry forever. But her journey was far from easy. This is the story of how Sarah Blakely went from selling fax machines to becoming the world's youngest self-made female billionaire. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Humble beginnings. Sarah Blakely was born in Clearwater, Florida, in 1971. She grew up in a middle-class family, watching her father, a lawyer, and her mother, an artist, work hard to make ends meet. From a young age, Sarah learned the value of persistence and resilience. As a child, she wasn't afraid to fail. Her father would often ask her and her brother at the dinner table, "What did you fail at today?" Instead of being ashamed of failure, Sarah learned to embrace it. Because, to her father, failure wasn't the opposite of success. It was part of the journey. Sarah had dreams of becoming a lawyer, but fate had other plans. After graduating from Florida State University, she took the LSAT, the entrance exam for law school, and she failed, not once, but twice. Heartbroken, she realized that her dream of becoming a lawyer was over before it even began. With no clear path forward, she took a job working at Disney World. But deep down, she knew this wasn't her destiny. She wanted more, and soon, she would find herself in a job that would test her resilience like never before. The struggles of door-to-door sales. With no other options, Sarah accepted a job as a door-to-door salesperson. Her mission? Selling fax machines to businesses that didn't even want them. Every day, she would put on her heels, grab her sales binder, and walk into offices, trying to convince strangers to buy a product they didn't need. The rejection was brutal. People would ignore her, laugh at her, and sometimes even throw her out of their offices. But Sarah refused to quit. She had a secret weapon, her mindset. She told herself, every no is one step closer to a yes. For 7 years, she knocked on doors, made cold calls, and faced countless rejections. But those years taught her valuable skills: how to sell, how to handle rejection, and most importantly, how to keep going even when the odds were against her. But little did she know, all of those painful no's were preparing her for a business idea that would change her life forever. The idea that changed everything. One evening, Sarah was getting ready for a party. She wanted to wear a pair of white pants, but couldn't find the right undergarment to give her a smooth, seamless look. Everything she tried was either too tight, too loose, or just uncomfortable. And then, she had an idea. What if she cut the feet off her pantyhose? Would that give her the smooth look she wanted? She grabbed a pair of scissors, made the cut, and slipped them on. It worked, but there was just one problem. Pantyhose weren't designed to be worn this way. They kept rolling up her legs. That's when Sarah realized this wasn't just a personal fashion hack. This was a business opportunity. Building Spanx with $5,000. Sarah knew nothing about fashion, manufacturing, or starting a business. But that didn't stop her. She took her entire life savings, just $5,000, and began researching the hosiery industry. She called factory after factory, trying to convince them to manufacture her product. But every single one said no. They didn't believe in her idea. Until one day, a factory owner finally gave her a chance. Not because he believed in the product, but because his daughters loved the idea. With her first prototype in hand, Sarah knew she had something special. But now came the real challenge, selling it. The Oprah Winfrey moment. Sarah managed to get her product into Neiman Marcus, but she needed a big break. And that's when she took the biggest risk of her life. She sent a gift basket of Spanx to Oprah Winfrey's team. And then, the impossible happened. Oprah Winfrey named Spanx one of her favorite things of the year. Overnight, the demand exploded. Sarah went from selling a few dozen pairs to thousands. Spanx became a household name, becoming a billionaire. Within a few years, Spanx was generating hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. In 2012, Forbes declared Sarah Blakely the world's youngest self-made female billionaire. But the best part? She never took outside investment. She owned 100% of her company. She had done it all on her own terms. Today, Sarah is a philanthropist, helping women entrepreneurs and giving back to society. And all of this started with just one simple idea. The lesson: Sarah's story teaches us one thing. You don't need millions of dollars, fancy degrees, or connections to succeed. All you need is an idea, a belief in yourself, and the courage to keep going, no matter how many doors get slammed in your face. So, what's stopping you from chasing your dream? If you found Sarah's story inspiring, hit that like button and subscribe to Richverse for more success stories.